Alright, welcome back to my channel. I am Mr. Fidget, and we are going to be playing some World of Warships. Today I'm going to play a couple of games in the Des Moines. It's my favorite cruiser, American Tier 10 cruiser. Very good ship, has outlasted a lot of other ships. It's been around a long time. And no matter what the meta is, it seems like this ship always fits the bill. I love this ship. It's the first cruiser I've ever gotten in this game, first tier 10 cruiser that I've ever gotten. Alright, so we're in the Des Moines. It's got a 5.5 second reload. AP shells are spectacular on this ship. It's got a slow, high arc to it, 203 caliber. So these shells are really strong. Looks like where I'm spawning here, we've got this little island here that provides some cover for my broadside this way, where most of the ships are currently going to be. The Des Moines has, I believe, a 25 millimeter front, so I don't want to bow tank for long. I do have the what is it called? The legendary mod on the ship, which allows it to stop and start faster than normal. Well, it allows it to speed up faster than normal, so I can boost myself out into the open. It does not, however, help with backing up. So I do have to keep that in mind. If I overshoot, for example, on this island, if I overshoot and I peek out too far, it is not going to stop and allow me to reverse very quickly. What I want to do right now, I'm just going to post up on this island temporarily. See where the... Alright, so we're already spotted here. And we've got immediately 3 are looking at us, so we want to be close to this island. There's our first one. Bird cry. That was a bird cry. It's like a Delaware, tier 9 Delaware. Okay. Alright, so I've got one pointed at me. I want to back up. I don't want to back up too far because I need to use this island for my cover. Unfortunately, I am also spotted. Now I could use my radar. Actually, I think I'm going to use my radar. So it is.
Ship is on fire.
Go ahead and pop my hydro because that means the Yamakiri is going to be firing torpedoes. Alright, I want to zigzag back and forth.
Ship is on fire.
We're going to let that fire burn. What is this? Janai. That's a hairy start. That is a hairy start.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Now we're going to be coming up here.
Torpedoes, direct front.
It's not a very good spot to be in, but not many choices.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Not too bad considering. Now we've got this guy's broadside to us. Show you what these AP shells can do. Pop, pop. There's 10K. 5 seconds later, I'm reloaded. 7K. 5 seconds later, I'm reloaded. He's paying for that. There's another 3K. And now he's behind the island. Alright, this is my opportunity to get out of this spot. Unless, of course, this guy is going to come back out, which it looks like he is, so I'm going to have to stay here. The Des Moines is very good at getting tucked into a spot and staying there. Basically tying down a flank. You could tie down an entire flank in the Des Moines if you play it right. I'm going to be broadside here briefly. Hopefully I can get turned in time. Looks like I will. Now I do have a flat backside on this ship, so I can get Citadel from the back here. Fortunately, my AP shells did their job, and now I have a little room to work. So we're gonna reposition. I'd like to get further inside, maybe to the G3 island, or even all the way into F9, or excuse me, F5. Just because it looks like we may be able to take over this area, but their entire flank is going to be in the middle and over here.
Torpedoes to port.
Let's go ahead and heal. See if we can get over here.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
We're out in the open.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
We're in the open. I need to get turned around.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes direct
There we
front.
go. He didn't fire at me. That's good. He's still turning his guns. I want to get behind these battleships, get myself turned around. There we go. I was able to safely make that turn. Blind fire. Yep. Here he comes. He's trying to hit me. Slow down, turn out. Oof, got hurt. Alright, let's get behind this island. Alright, that Goonie really ruin our day here. So, we're gonna need to get unspotted, which isn't gonna happen until I get behind this island. Goodlu's probably going to start dropping on us here pretty soon. Alright, we are unspotted. And we're going to radar the cap. It's all the way to the edge there. It's going to move back forward. That's why I fired in front. Somehow I missed. So, should be able to get around these. There we go. Alright, now we're in a much better position. We were able to defend that cap. They weren't able to get it off of us. I'm not going to use my hydro yet. I'm not in a position to be worried about torpedoes, and there's no one else near me that needs to worry about torpedoes. I do want to get to the same island where the Goodlu is. They're all bunched up there. We need these guys to move in. We're not going to get in position here. Back in here again. If I can spot this guy again, I'm gonna delete him. Alright, I'm still spotted, so he's got to be out here. There's his torpedoes. Now, I don't want to peek out too far, but I do want to push him out. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Well, tis what tis. I did push him out, so I'm gonna back up if I can. Like I said, if we push out too far into the morning, it's not. Don't back up very quickly. This guy goes down where I do. There we go. Let's heal that. Oof. Well, he got me. Let's move on to the next battle. We've lost that one. So yeah, let me know what I did wrong there. I know I shouldn't have pushed out there. Felt a little desperate. But let me know what I did wrong. What's your guys' favorite ships? What do you think about the Des Moines? We'll get one more game in the Des Moines here. Eat my other almond joy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, an all tier 10 battle. We got one destroyer on each side, one sub, no carrier. Or excuse me, we do have a carrier. It's 5 battleships. Okay. And it's the big map.
Action stations.
Alright. I don't typically like the big map, especially when there's only 3 of us on this side, because we're pretty much on our own. However, Des Moines is a very strong ship when there's limited enemy ships
Awaiting instructions.
to worry about. I don't know about you guys, but I feel pretty confident in the Des Moines one-on-one against most ships, situationally. Obviously not one-on-one against a battleship from distance, but being able to use the islands, radar, hydro. I've got a spotter here, so we'll see how it goes. Me, Shima, and Thor.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Attention.
Thor is an average player. The Shima is a really good player.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
We're going to support our Shimakaze. We're going to play wide here, just because there may be people who spawn from in the middle that may come this way. I want to give myself as much time as possible to 1v1 or whatever happens to be over here. I want to give myself as much time as possible to get rid of the competition and then work our way back in. So as long as the Shima's going to come out here and spot, I'm going to come out here with him. I am going to be a bit aggressive, just because I know since there was only 3 of us on this side, there's likely only 3 enemies on this side. Now I am spotted. I'm going to give it a second, get a little bit closer, and then I will radar. Now I am targeted by 3. There it is. I don't want to deal with Napoli secondaries. I want to get to this island.
All stations request.
And now I've got that Napoli on the radar. Hopefully that Thor helps me out. I'm actually not going to push around that. I'm actually turning this way. Now the Thor also has radar. You can see their carrier coming this way. And he has AP bombs. I was going to go this direction, but I don't really want to be alone with these AP bombs. So I'm going to keep near the Thor because it's going to give me extra secondary help. Of course, now he's turning back.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I'm going to need to push. I know there's a Vermont over there somewhere.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
Proceed to capture that area.
Go ricochet, ricochet.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I have
Torpedoes,
a
dead
daughter
ahead.
named Rachel. I'll call it Ricochet Ray.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So they're just gonna keep Ricochet Ray in the ship. Ricochet, ricochet. Oof, that one hurt though. Okay.
Concentrate fire on the enemy.
Too close to the island. We're in a good position. We can kind of farm the sheafling.
Fire on the designated target.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
And we can keep working on this naphtha.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Reporting the target position.
Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser detected.
Torpedoes, direct front.
There you go. Get them, guys. Ah, thought it was over. It says I'm over.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Alright. We should have the cap. I'm in a good position to keep those guys off so long as I have my backup. Alright, keep firing like this. I'm not getting spotted. Closest ship to me that could spot me would be the Montana, but he'd have to move a lot closer.
All stations,
So
concentrate
I'm just
fire
gonna
on the
hang
target.
here. Play back and forth. Come
All
on.
stations, proceed to capture that area.
I don't understand why it's doing that, where it's telling me that my shots are going to land and they're not. It should be, so like if I do this, it shows the little icon, lets me know that
All stations,
the island's in the way.
concentrate fire on
But
the
this is
target.
saying they're not. Schlieffen.
Enemy battleship sighted.
As long as he wants to keep pushing.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Enemy destroyer
Shimmer
detected.
finally spotted me.
Our team.
Attack enemy aircraft.
Alright, all that's left is the Vermont. He wants to sail out there. I'm going to let him sail out there. We're going to move on in.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Oh, come on, get off the island. This game looks to be won pretty quick. It was very one-sided. Islands cannot protect you. Well, maximize your life. Yeah, from the carrier, I guess he's right. These one-sided games. It's like it was fun for a little bit, and we take out the one or two people here, the destroyer runs away, and now the rest of the match is just spent chasing because it was so one-sided. Those are frustrating matches when that happens. But hey, it is what it is. A win is a win. Only 40,000 damage, but again, a win is a win. More experience points. I don't even know if I've got time to get to the cap. I'm not going to keep chasing them. I'll never get to them. They're running away at full speed.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
And I still got to go this direction.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So yeah, guys, tell me what I did right. What did I do wrong? You know, what did others do right and wrong? You know, the enemy team, what should they have done differently at CCAP? That Vermont, should he have pushed up? Should that Montana have pushed up? Should that Schlieffen have not pushed up without the help of his destroyer? By not having someone to spot me, it didn't matter where he went. He was losing 3, 4, 5,000 damage every 5.5 seconds. Vermont's finally making his way back. Take chances now.
Our victory is in sight.
Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Should have this one in the next 12 seconds or so. Like I said, give me a like and subscribe for more content. Also, you know, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Is there a certain ship you want me to play? If you have any questions about certain ships, and again, tell me how I did. Tell me how others did. Tips and tricks. All right, we've got a 3rd grade efficiency badge. Top 6. It's decent. Shimakaze played really well. Our Vermont played really well. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me.